What's going on, everybody? So, Batman 50, I finally read it. I'm sure a lot of people already know what happens in it because the New York Times decided to go and say, hey, let's just go ahead and spoil this whole book that people have been reading for like a year almost. People have been reading Tom King's run for like a year. And they're like, oh, no big deal. Let's just go ahead and put the spoiler in the headline. Literally, I get online, and most of my news feed now is comic book stuff, obviously, because, algorithms and such. So it just shows up. And it's like, oh, it just wasn't meant to be. It's like, gee, oh, Pete's, I wonder what happens. So, it's tough to give this book a fair review because I'm going to be honest, I went in biasedly because it's kind of insulting. 50 issues of this to lead to this, and then it just wasn't meant to be. Obviously, there's going to be spoilers in this, and I want to get one thing out of the way real quick. I am going to do a review of this. They say, oh, it spills over to this. That's not true. If you don't want to buy this, if you're buying this slowly, like solely to get some kind of resolution from this, you're not going to get it. I'm still watch the video, please. But there's like a 2-page resolution from that. I feel like they spent 50 issues or however long this whole engagement thing has been going on. I've got like the past 20. Right after the Jokes and Riddles story. And I feel like it was a big buildup just to sell a Catwoman book. I'm not going to say anything about the Catwoman book. You will have to watch that one. But, yeah. So I feel hustled. I feel hustled a little bit. And then I find out, Tom King's like, oh, this is a 100 story arc. So you're going to have to, don't feel bad, And there's going to be 50 more issues. This is a big entire run about the Bat and the Cat. So, just buckle in, buy 50 more issues, and, maybe you'll get that wedding that you wanted. I kind of liked the idea of them being married. I think it did work for Superman, and I thought it would have been a cool idea for them. And, of course, it didn't happen. So it's just disappointing that you built this up, and now you don't deliver with it. So I was pretty upset by that. And I think a lot of people are. I think you just string us along with a lot of like low tier stuff, and this is the payoff. So, whatever. The art the whole book is kind of a mess. It's like 2 letters, and it almost reads weird. So it's just like cat, bat. It's almost like looking at a poster book. Because see here, you get these two, and then you get some story. Like they're judging, like at the beginning, Batman's like, so let's put together this wedding now, I'll go get this judge, and let's get 2 witnesses. So they're going to just try and set it up, get married on a rooftop. And then, so what happens is you get 2 pages of a story, and then you get 2 pages of the letter. And each letter has a picture kind of like from different eras of Batman and Catwoman. And then boom, you get some of this, of them talking. Like here's him going to get the judge to marry him. Here's Selina getting her witness. And then boom, you get some Frank Miller looking art. This kind of looks like The Dark Knight. Not Frank Miller looking art. It's Sinclair, but the writer. It's the different eras. I like this one a lot. But that was like the coolest thing about the book was looking at these. The letters are like. I'll read you this. It's like, so the left page is Batman, the right page is Catwoman. So it's, we met on a boat. You called yourself the Cat. You were stealing jewelry, dressed as an old woman. You were so good. You had a plan. You executed it. But there was a hesitation to you, to the empathy, to the victim. It slowed you. And because it slowed you, I stopped you. Another crime foiled. Another cowardly and suspicious criminal caught. Another normal, forgettable day as Batman. And you go over here, this is Selina Kyle's dialogue. Like, we met on the street You were playing hero, trying to save Holly, really trying to save anyone. Striking out with power, but without finesse or grace. A bat in flight, screaming, hoping the scare is enough. You were making a damn fool of yourself. I jumped in, tried to stop you from hurting anyone, from getting hurt, and we fought. And you were another man asserting your will. Trying to lord over a world you didn't understand. I'd known 1,000 like you. I'd know 1,000 more. But then I saw your eyes. And it's like that every 2 pages. Every 2 pages is this like trying to be like Shakespeare in the Park poetry. And then, we skip over to this art, which I do not like. I don't like this new artist. I wish Jolie Jones would have just stayed on the book. Her art I do like. But these, just this model used, you could tell he's using those 3D models. I just don't dig it. I don't dig it. It's low energy. Looking at this art was the coolest thing. So, resolutions forward. We're going to go forward a little bit here. This I like too. I like this one. Almost kind of a manga-ish look. I like this one too. Like, that's the coolest thing. It's like a homage to the past. But, we see here, like, there's them seeing each other in a dress, finding each other. And then it goes forward. And it turns out it's a subplot. Like, the blonde chick, Holly, she was going to be her witness. And she's like, this is where it all turns, I can't believe that's him, the Batman. Not what you thought. It's insanity, isn't Selina? We've known him from the beginning. I don't know. I can't believe he's like this. He's never been like this. Like what? Happy. He just always seemed to need his misery. Like that was how he did it. She's like, what? So there's the story. So she decides she can't make Batman happy because if she makes Batman happy, he's not going to be able to be Batman anymore. So her hero's sacrifice is her love for Batman. So Batman's misery, and then the spoilers are that this whole thing was a quick scheme by these league of his enemies here. You see all these enemies of Batman. I don't know who this is in the back. Is that Thomas Wayne? Who is this? Can someone tell me who this dark Batman is back there? But yeah, that's it. So it's like, the bat is broken. Don't you have to worry. I know. He is what I made him. The bat is broken. So Bane's orchestrating this with all of Batman's villains. If it wasn't for the set, I would probably rip this book. I think this is a slap in the face to everyone that was following this. I mean, it's almost predictable in a way, looking hindsight, 2020 or whatever. It was almost predictable they were going to do this. And, follow this run for so long. I don't know if I'm going to keep reading this book. I think I'm going to switch to Detective Comics for a while. I haven't decided yet, but I would definitely pass on it. Don't waste your $5 on this. I think I'm going to sell the run online. I'm going to put the whole Tom King run that I have as a set on eBay, I think. I'll look and see how much some of them are worth. Maybe I'll part them up separately, but I'm just really disappointed. I think a lot of people are going to be really disappointed. I think a lot of people are insulted. I've seen some of the backlash, and that's all I've got to say about it. So, like and subscribe. Maybe consider checking out my Patreon. I'm in advanced review now. They're actually holding me over without a timetable, so probably never going to get monetized. Even though I'm doing most of the things 90% of other people on YouTube are doing, but we're curbing wrongthink, so. It's really unfair. So I really thank you so much to all the Patreons I have. You guys really keep me going because it's very frustrating waiting since November for monetization. These comic books aren't cheap. I'm going to probably have to cut some of them down, but it is what it is. But thanks for watching. Leave a comment. Let me know. Hit that notification bell, sub, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. YouTube sucks.